This is gonna get bad. All right, action side. Oh yeah, nice coating on that. All right, little problem.
Hey guys, Brandon here with Texas Plinking. Before we get into today's video, I want to give a massive thanks to our sponsor, which is Next Belt. They make belts for men, women, youth, golf, and everyday carry. The nylon straps are made from a super high density microfiber material that is an advanced composite of ultrafine polyester fibers, and that gives the belt the stiffness required for holstering your sidearm. It's also got the ratcheting feature that allows you to get the perfect fit. They have a huge selection of styles and colors to choose from, so I'll be sure to put a link in the description to Next Belt. But again, big thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking, and I'm doing it for real this time. 1911 versus Glock, a little bit of a torture test. And I word it that way because I cannot believe I'm going to have to explain myself. But a year ago, I made a similar titled video, and it was totally satire, also known as a joke. I was obviously biased towards the 1911. I was talking about how this is American, and I showed a picture of the US flag. And I said this is Australian, and I showed a picture of a kangaroo, although it's Austrian. And believe it or not, some people hanging on to their last brain cell believed all of that. It was totally satire. We treated this thing like a queen and we beat up the Glock. Anyway, that was a joke. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'll probably say it again at the end of the video. That was a joke. But we're doing it for real this time. A little bit of a light form torture test between a 1911 and a Glock. I can't stress this enough. This is purely for fun and entertainment, just because I'm willing to subject my two guns here to this level of weird torture. There is no police department making a decision on their next sidearm based off this Texas Plinking video. This is for fun. Say it with me. It's for fun. Okay, we've got this here, the Glock 19 Gen 4 and 9mm, of course, and a Springfield Armory Defend Your Legacy mil-spec series 45 ACP 1911. Now, also to be fair, both of them have already been subject to a little bit of a torture test. I actually made a Glock stress test and that satire video, so this thing's actually kind of seen a lot. And I've actually made a review on this a couple years ago, and we also dipped it in the creek, put it in some dust, all that stuff. And from my memory, both of them ran pretty darn well. So let's do a little head-to-head, see what we could come up with. 5 rounds each, just a little function test before we get crazy. All right, functionality test, they're working. Let's get weird. We got 5 rounds in the mag. I'm gonna chamber it, put the safety up. That way we expose this a little bit. Just gonna go ahead and press it into here. What the heck, they'll throw something right off on here. We're gonna get it right in there, jam it right by that hammer. We've got the Glock, 5 rounds of the mag, putting 1 in the chamber. While the guns are chilling, I should mention, I've actually never had a problem with the 1911, although some people think otherwise. In that satire video, I should mention again, it's a joke. I actually purposely made it malfunction with a empty casing in the mag first, followed by a real round, and then loaded it in the gun, racked it, it fed, and of course it was a 4 stovepipe, because I did that to be funny, and people actually thought it was real. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab the 1911. Again, there's 1 in the chamber with the manual safety. Go ahead and see that. We won't clean off too much. Just tap it around a little bit. I said off camera, I really should have brought gloves. We're not going to go for hitting the target, so we're just going to dump into the rocks here. Safety down. And this is cold. Flung back on me, but yeah, cleaned itself pretty nicely. Not too bad. Some people do snow angels. We do snow 1911s. All right. And the Glock. Again, no safety. Chambered. So we're just going to go ahead and boop. All right. No surprise, they ran fine. 1 in the chamber, and this right here looks muddy enough. Now we're going to go ahead and go action side. Oh, this is going to get bad. We'll just go ahead and run this right away, and then do the same with the 1911. So 1 in the chamber. You might want to back up. I'll take the brunt of it. All right, you good? Oh gosh, I just closed my eyes. Okay, little malfunction. I want to check it out here. First off, I'll dump the mag real quick. Yeah. All right, that was an empty casing. All right. Empty casing didn't pop out at all. Empty casing didn't come out all the way. Didn't lock back. Empty casing didn't come out at all. 5 rounds, nothing in the chamber. Let's go ahead and fix that. That way, again, this is more exposed. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. All right, action side. Oh yeah, nice coating on that. Right in the trigger. That looks pretty clean right there though. I know. I'll fix it. Oh yeah, I don't like that at all. All right. Is it enough? It's pretty gunked up. Oh man. I'm gonna get splattered. You good? Safety down. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm trying not to show biasy, but the 1911 just whooped some ass. All right, now that the mud's had a little bit of time to dry, I loaded this mag to 7 rounds. We'll start with the 1911, see if we can keep up with that perfect record so far. It's kind of gritty. See if it could go all the way forward. It did not. Okay, now it did. Little forward assist of the thumbs. Try to hit a target while we're at it. Ugh. Right in my mouth. Can't see my white dot. All right, well, at least it ran fine. Try to let it go home. Nope. All right, there we go. No, that brass just doesn't want to come out. Oh, that trigger seized, guys. That trigger. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to dump this in water pretty soon, but let's just see if I can't. Come on. Yeah, that trigger felt really, really bad. All right. Trigger doesn't want to reset. Okay. Nope. It feels better, but all right, we'll go ahead and try that out. Get yours on. Oh, okay. Went all the way in. Oh man, almost a clean run. That's a good round. I'm gonna have to look at that later. All right, still quite a bit of mud on it, but let's see what happens. Seven rounds. One hand. All right, little problem. Didn't like the one-handed so much. So what's the issue? Round looks good. Did not seat all the way. Let's see if that'll. Oh, that's stiff. One hand, lock back. Cool. Okay. Go ahead and let them cleanse here for just a second. All the way in. Come on, baby. Cool. Cool. That closed all the way too. All right. Cool. Well, that's nice. They're both rocking and rolling again. Now, breaking them apart is where there would be a huge advantage. I still have mud in my mouth. To the Glock. It's much easier. So, empty, empty. There, pull the trigger. All right. Taking a look here. I'm just gonna field strip it a little bit. Nothing looks bad on that portion. However, there's just, yeah, there's a good amount of mud down there. So we'll just douse that in a second. 1911's a little bit more tedious, not gonna lie. Here's our spring. All right, there it goes. Now, with no spring tension, we're gonna go ahead and line up a doohickey with another doohickey. Let that, oh, come on now, go. All right. Texas Plinking gunsmithing and gun cleaning services. My rates are great and my turnaround times are quick. All right. And respect to the Glock, because it took significantly less time to put back together as well. So, I mean, that just shows you development age. 1911's been around since 1911. And the Glock first came into fruition in 1980 and adopted in 1982. So significantly newer. All the way into battery. That looks nice. Let's go hit something. Yeah, well, they both feel just how they did when they started, just soaking with oil. Of course, not going too over analytical. I've got some ice and snow left over. I've got some mud. I got some creek water. So why not subject them to a little bit of weird test for your guys' entertainment, I suppose. As a recreational shooter, of course, I like all kinds of guns, and I just am really drawn to the 1911. No reason to be biased towards it. I just really like it. A full metal hammer fire gun, single action only. The grip angle is just awesome. But of course, both of these guns have different iterations. Glock doesn't make a Gucci Glock from the factory, but you could obviously part them out because it's a Glock. It's like the AR-15. There's just parts everywhere. And there's a lot of people who make really, really cool 1911s from, out of the box. This, 2 years ago, could have been had for, at MSRP for $550, and you could have had it for just under $500. Springfield Armory raised the price on it, and now street price, I don't know, around the 700s, mid 700s. So not too bad for 1911 that runs that well. Again, this video was for fun. I'll say it one more time. Totally recreational video. So, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.